Do you want to know how to be the best mother effing realtor there is? Well, you're in luck. In this video, we're going to go through all the different tips, tricks, and strategies on how you can elevate yourself as a real estate agent. Now, since you're here, you are trying to become a better realtor, or maybe you're getting interested in real estate. Now, what me and my partner Kyle Powers are trying to do is raise the bar in the professionalism in the real estate industry. So we can help each other out that if you like, comment, and subscribe on each of our videos during the month of August, that we will provide you with a full buyer's packet. Now, this buyer's packet will have everything you need for buyer's presentations and to provide to the buyer to close the deal. This is the same buyer's presentation that Kyle Powers uses to close well over 60 deals every single year. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to be the best, you've got to surround yourself with the best. People in NFL, you think they'd be there right there if they weren't constantly pushed by other people and constantly having to perform at a higher level? You think the people in the NFL, the footballers, that they would succeed at that high of a level if they didn't constantly surround themselves and have to perform every week at that high of a level? No, they wouldn't. So it's the same thing. You've all heard the sayings, birds of a feather flock together, and do you want to fly with eagles or cluck with chickens? You've got to surround yourself with the people that will push you. They're higher level. If you want to be the best, you've got to surround yourself with the best. So if you're so used to being the best at pretty much everything you do, which I mean, I'm kind of guilty of that. Many years where I was kind of used to just doing something and becoming the best at something very quickly. Now I have transitioned into surrounding myself with people who excel higher than I do, can do a lot of things better than I can, so I can get better rather than just getting pats on the back saying, oh yeah, you're doing so great. Like, no, I want to get better, and I just am constantly looking at where my shortfalls are. So that's kind of what you need to do. You've got to look at where your weaknesses are, improve upon those, and then really focus on your strengths that you can really go after it. Because if you can really specialize in something specific and be the best at that, we are a very specialist society now. So when people are looking for a realtor, let's say it's an estate sale and it's in probate, well, they want a probate realtor. So you can become like the best one at probate in your state or in your area. Will help you out quite a bit. So, be surrounded by those people that will push you, and also figure out what kind of specialty you want. Now, as real estate agents, most of us are pretty confined to a single market or market area. So do you want to be a big fish in a little pond, and pretty much wherever you're at in your geographical location, and that's your only focus, you will only be at best a big fish in a little pond. Then you gotta realize, hey, is it time that I go out into the ocean and just become a shark? Next thing you need to do to become the best realtor is you gotta know how to communicate. Those who can be able to communicate their message the best are the ones who win. We are in sales, but it's just not sales. You look at business and everything else, so people who move to the top are the ones who can communicate their message the best. To communicate your dream, to communicate what your value add is, you do have to practice. Now, there is quite a few people that can just like talk without any ums, without saying like, or everything else that I use quite a bit, because I quite a bit, but I am quite a bit better because I have practiced quite a bit over the years on communicating my message. So knowing how to communicate effectively, very important. Communication might actually be the most important thing on how to be the best realtor. If you can out communicate somebody, doesn't matter if they're smarter, richer, better looking, if you can communicate better, you win. If you want to be the best realtor, you've got to know your market. You've got to know your market so well that whatever questions they ask you, that you can just rattle off right away. We have someone in our group that in his first full year, he was closing over $1 million every single week. You know what the differentiator was with him? He knew his market better than anyone else. He always stayed up to date. He would like fall asleep reading about the market, his local market. He'd know it better than any other realtor around. And so when people asked him about it, there was no question about how long he's been in real estate. Even if he was just in real estate, just got his license like 3 months beforehand, people would start talking with him. He'd know his stuff so well, there is zero question that he would be their guy. So if you really want to get ahead of everyone else, because there's a lot of real estate agents out there, there are yes men or yes people who just want to tell them and they just think they're the best BSer around. That's great, but we don't give a shit about BS. Just give us what we want. I bought many properties before I was a real estate agent, And it just really annoyed me when I had a realtor get in my way and they were just BSing me and say they were gonna do something and it never happened. So make sure you are not that realtor, you know your stuff, and if you don't know something, you say, hey, I don't know, but I'll find out. If you start getting the questions quite a bit, then you know where your shortfall is. That's where you need to learn more and better yourself. So know your market, know it better than anyone else if you want to be the best. The best real estate agents have always gotten in front of as many people as possible. The difference is what medium they're using. So back 40 years ago, they got in front of a lot of people and they might have been going through a lot of like networking events, going to the fair, setting a booth there, maybe a home show, doing things like that. Now, that way they were able to get it in front of a lot of people in the community. Well, how do you do that this day? Well, this day and age, you can get in front of the most amount of people by leveraging video and social media. To achieve getting in front of the maximum amount of people as possible, now you can leverage social media and video. 85% of sellers say that they want to work with an agent who uses video. So if you're not utilizing video yet, you will never be the best and you'll be wasting money, wasting time when you can maximize your time and energy by doing video, by leveraging your social media. And you can also tie that back into knowing how to communicate. I will say that doing video has helped me tremendously on being a better communicator. So that has helped me better in my sales, listing, buyer presentations, and everything else has helped me quite a bit by being able to communicate better by doing all these videos. The best agents utilize systems and processes. So they're not messing around with entering stuff into their CRM, or hopefully you're using a CRM. So let me back up. The best agents utilize systems and processes to achieve more. A lot of times people are like, oh, how does this person do 50, 60, 70, 80 deals every single year by themselves when they're struggling to do 3 to 4 deals in a year? Well, one, they have systems and processes. They utilize their CRM. They have their CRM, like, have conversations with people and then they'll jump in when need be. They utilize virtual assistants or assistants to get a lot of stuff done, just like the daily mundane stuff. Now, the top realtors, they trying to limit what they do. The top realtors ask themselves, can someone else do it? And if someone else can do it, then they have someone else do it. So they utilize VAs a lot. And a lot of just day-to-day tasks. They utilize transaction coordinators because they don't need to do that. They're better off being in front of clients, doing listing presentations, doing buyer presentations, being in front of clients, doing video, being on social media. And so the more they can get in front of people by getting rid of everything else, the better off they are. And that's, especially in this day and age, that is extremely key, is to be able to get in front of as many people as possible by taking all that paperwork and office work, desk work off of your plate, give it to someone else, and be focusing on talking to qualified buyers. And that's how you become the best mother effing realtor. Another thing why people don't become the best mother effing realtor is they don't have systems and processes that are scalable. So if you don't have something that's scalable with systems and processes, you'll never, get to that higher level. Now, also, a lot of people are with brokerages that don't allow them to scale. That for them to scale, they have to quit that brokerage and go to a brokerage that allows them to scale, or they have to start their own brokerage, which is very difficult to scale, and it's a whole nother bag of worms. So being with a brokerage that allows you to scale and has a scalable model, then that's how you can succeed and being able to have residual income coming in that you've already worked so hard for. So if you get sick, you want to take vacation, you die, that you still, all that work that you put into it is still there, that it's just not wasted and gone. So having something scalable is extremely key. If you'd like to learn more about the scalable model that my group has and the company I'm with, feel free to reach out. My contact information is below. Be more than happy to help you out. You can also book a call with me if you go to my link tree down there. You can book a one-on-one call and we'll have a Zoom call, and then I will talk with you directly about what's going on, what you're looking for, and seeing if that's something that I can help you with. Before you go, I'm glad you came here to listen about how to be the best mother effing realtor. I had a lot of fun with this video, so if you do me a huge favor, will you please like this video, show a little bit of love to the subscribe button, and then hit that notification bell because you never want to miss the next tip on how to be a better realtor. I'm James Hunt. Thanks for joining me today, and go out there, go forth, and be the best damn realtor you can be. Bye.